Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is November 5th, 2022. So the rigged World Series just concluded. The Astros won like we predicted. This was really an easy call. I mean, such a mockery of our existence, really. You know, the sad part about this baseball game that just concluded is all the people that had to die for the Astros to win this rigged World Series. Just think about it. So last year at the Astroworld Festival, 10 people supposedly lost their life. 4 days ago, the rapper Takeoff was shot and killed. And I know a lot of you like, well, Takeoff, how does his death have to do? What does his death have to do with the World Series? Well, if you've been paying attention to all the things we've been talking about, many of these celebrities who die usually die connected to the rigged sports games that's going on at the moment. Something that I spoke about when I put out my Takeoff video. If you guys remember, Takeoff was shot and killed on November 1st of this year, right? 4 days ago, right? The Astros, they have only won 2 championships, right? The first championship that they ever won was back in 2017, and guess what day they won it? They won it on November 1st. So Takeoff, he lost his life on the 5-year anniversary of the Astros winning their first championship. And then he dies in Houston. The guy name is Takeoff, which is associated with rockets and space. Of course, the Astros just finished winning the World Series. Of course, he died at the age of 28. He died a few blocks away from where the Houston Rockets play. Rockets equals 28 as well. If you notice the NBA score today, the Rockets they lost. They was down like 20 points to the Minnesota Timberwolves, but the Minnesota Timberwolves has 68 points at the half, and championship is 68. You know, if you saw the last video that I made, this video, actually the video before this one, I'll use the same thumbnail, but it was actually this video here. I put it out a day, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I spoke about a lot of the things that I'm going to speak about in this video, but there's a lot of other things I didn't mention in that video, like how today was 131 days after Jordan Alvarez's birthday. And the reason I didn't tell nobody that is because I have a Patreon where there's people there who pay for my sports information, and I have to give those people, the benefit of the doubt, and always try to give them exclusive material because those people are paying for my services. So I can't just put out everything for free because it won't be fair to those people. Today was 131 days after Jordan Alvarez's birthday. If you saw the game, Jordan Alvarez was the player of the game. That's why on my Instagram, I put out this video when he was batting up when there was a man on first and third in the 6th inning. And I knew the 6th inning was going to be special because of the significance of the number 6. Because remember, this is the 666th game that the Astros have played since the release of the Astroworld album, which was put out by the rapper Travis Scott. But just listen to this video that I did right when Jordan Alvarez was that bad. Just this is how rigged this stuff is, and this is how predictable it is. And this is what I do all the time. I remember when the Yankees were playing the Texas Rangers, and I called all 4 of those games and predicted that they was going to end the season 99 and 63 because number 99 was going to set the record. And I said, look, they're going to pick up their 99th win, become 99 and 61, like how number 99 is going to have 61 home runs. And then the day he picks up his 62nd, the Yankees are going to lose and pick up their 62nd loss of the season. And all that stuff played exactly how I called it. Those videos are still available on my channel. If you don't believe me, just go watch it. But look, listen to this video that I did. Jordan Alvarez, man on first and third, 1 out. Again, it's 131 days after his birthday. We know championship is 131. Let's see what happens. He's ahead 2-1. Alvarado.
You come in as a reliever, especially late in the game, you're always thinking, how can I get out of the jam? But sometimes you got to make sure, how can I avoid the big inning? The bases loaded, nobody out. That's 2 runs or less would be getting out of a jam. Here, at bare minimum, you've got to keep the game tied. Obviously, the best case scenario is you go back in the inning up 1-0.
Let's see.
2-1 Alvarez. It's a high.
See you later. Again, it's 131 days after his birthday. Like I said, championship 131. The games are rigged. Wake up. Yeah, I got emotional because I'm so fed up of arguing with people every day, going back and forth, showing them stuff day after day, showing them how these games are rigged, how they are scripting the games in connection to the gematria of the team's name and the players are all. It's just I'm just tired of it already, and it's like people can't see it for some reason. I'm like, what do I need to show you? I'm calling the games in advance, day after day, correctly. I'm even predicting who's gonna hit the home run. Like, what am I, a psychic? Like, how am I doing this? If you didn't know, look, in the language of gematria, 131 is a huge number. It has a lot to do with championship. Notice championship is 131. Today was 131 days after Jordan Alvarez's birthday. That's why he was literally the player of that game. He had the best impact. Well, that's debatable because you could probably say Framber Valdez, the pitcher. But if it wasn't for that home run, that's really what broke the game open. Championship was 131, and it was 131 days after his birthday. So, of course, he had the big moment in the game, in the sixth inning, right? Because today was the 666th game since the release of the Astroworld album. 666, right? The number of the beast. Notice the 68 in championship. Again, the Houston Rockets were also playing in the NBA. And all these leagues are all connected. You go look at the halftime score, the Minnesota Timberwolves had 68 points, while Houston was playing in the World Series. I have on my Patreon. I have all the notes here. Like, it's just, this is the same ongoing pattern that we talk about. You know, the same numbers that usually play with these teams played again today, right? The Phillies, they became 45-45 on the road, and gematria Phillies is 45-45. That's probably why they had Zach Wheeler, number 45, on the mound to start the game, because they was going to pick up that 45th loss of the season. We spoke about how Rob Thompson was going to pick up, how it was 81 days after his birthday, and his team could have picked up the 81st loss of the season, and that's exactly what happened. And like I said, you know, today was, I mean, the key details about today's game is that it fell on the 1-year anniversary since the Astroworld Festival tragedy. Notice up here it says it happened on November 5th, 2001. 10 people passed away that day. And that's what it took for the Astros to win the rigged World Series. People had to die. And rappers had to die as well, like the rapper Takeoff, who died on the 5-year anniversary of the Astros' only World Series championship that happened back in 2017. Right? Speaking of the Astroworld Festival tragedy, today was 27 weeks after Travis Scott's birthday, and MLB was 27. Big number with baseball, 27. Each team has to get 27 outs. That's always a big number. Of course, Travis Scott was born on the same day that the Church of Satan was established, April 30th. And, of course, the Astroworld tragedy happened 666 months after the Church of Satan was established. 666. And like I said, today's game, notice up here, before today's game, the Astros had played 665 games after August 3rd, 2018. That's when the Astroworld album came out, on August 3rd, 2018. So from that day to today, the Astros have now played exactly 666 baseball games. This stuff is very satanic. It's synced up with the Church of Satan, synced up with the Jesuits, right? Today leaves 56 days left in the year. Today was also Dusty Baker's 144th day of his age. Jesuit orders 144. The name Dusty Baker's 144 as well. So the perfect day for him to get his first championship on the 144th day of his age. Right? Just write out Dusty Baker. You'll see it. It's 144. What else is 144? The people who script the games. Jesuit order. It's 144. Right? The Society of Jesus is also known as the Jesuit order. Society of Jesus equals 56. November 5th leaves 56 days left in the year. One of the only prediction I got incorrect, I thought Chaz McCormick was gonna have a big game because today's the 201st day of his age. I think that's the only thing I got wrong, because 2-1 is a big number, and usually when it's synced up with the players, usually that player has a good game. But so that was the only thing that I got incorrect with my predictions. If you notice up here, I wrote 201st day of Chas McCormick's age. Unfortunately, he didn't have a good game. I mean, going by what the box score says, but Jordan Alvarez did. So, and I actually did a prop bet myself on Jordan Alvarez. I didn't pick him to hit the home run. I had him to hit a base hit, and that's still gonna cash out because a home run is the same thing as a base hit. If you look at the date numerology for the 2017 World Series when the Astros beat the Dodgers, I think it was. I remember that because that was synced up with Hurricane Harvey. You see, that's how sick this stuff is. The Astros won the championship in 2017 right after Hurricane Harvey hit Houston. See, so they always have to win after tragedy. Something very terrible has to happen to Houston in order for the Astros to win the World Series. Go look. Hurricane Harvey. This is how sick this stuff is. I mean, think about how many people died during Hurricane Harvey. And if you remember, if you're a baseball fan, remember Houston got shut down because of Hurricane Harvey, right? And the first baseball game that they allowed to be played in Houston, it was the Astros versus the Mets. And guess who was pitching for the New York Mets that day? Matt Harvey. It's just mockery, man. The way these people disrespect us every single time. They kill all these people in the hurricane, and then they mock us with the sports games, like how they did today. I mean, all those people that died last year at the festival, and now today they're everybody's celebrating, and the fans have no clue that what they're doing is worshiping Satan, because these baseball games are the work of Satan, just like the tragedies. But if you notice here, Hurricane Harvey happened in 2017, right? Who won the World Series in 2017? 2017 World Series champions. Well, it was the Houston Astros, right? So Hurricane Harvey devastates Houston. The Astros win the World Series, and that happens all the time. That's not the only time. I mean, just think about Hurricane Katrina happened in New Orleans, and guess who won the Super Bowl? It was the New Orleans Saints. And this happens all the time, right? 9/11 happens in New York. The Yankees win the World Series. Right, a big hurricane goes through Florida, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are winning the Stanley Cup. So if the 2017 World Series ended on November 1st, 2017. That was the anniversary. I mean, that was the day that Takeoff died. He died 5 years after that game. After the rigged championship by the Astros back in 2017. He died on November 1st, 2022, on the 5-year anniversary of the rigged World Series won by the Astros when they beat the Dodgers. And if you remember what was happening in L.A. at that time, it was a lot of forest fires in L.A. back in 2017. So, but think about it. Think about the biblical symbolism with having the city that had been drowned versus the city with all the forest fires, right? Fire versus water. Of course, what wins, right? In the battle of water versus fire. Fire, it always gets put out by water, right? And that's exactly what happened in the World Series. The water beat the fire. The city with the drowning, with the floods, beat the city with the forest fires. But going back what I was saying, the day numerology was the same. The Astros won the World Series in 2017 on a day with 22 numerology. Today was also a day with 22 numerology. And 22 is known as the master number. Right? World Series is 147. When you write out master number, it equals 147, just like Houston Astros. And, going back to Dusty Baker. Again, today was the 144th day of his age. The name Dusty Baker and Jesuit are both 144. And to make matters even worse, like I predicted, the Astros was going to win and become 11-2 in the postseason this year because Houston is 112. The name Johnny Baker is also 112. That is Dusty Baker's real name. I guess Dusty Baker, that's probably his stage name. But notice here, his full name is Johnny B. Baker. The name Johnny Baker is 112 as well. Like Catholicism, like mathematics, of course the Jesuits, they operate in 112 nations. Today leaves 56 days left in the year. Like how the Astros lost 56 games during the regular season. They also improved to 6-1 at home in the postseason. Philadelphia 61. And like I said, He was going to win the World Series and pick up his 51st career postseason win because Houston Astros was 51, and that is a big number with the Astros, 51. Yeah, but just think about it, man. 10 people died at the festival. A rapper died, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of other people died that I'm just not aware of because I haven't been keeping that much track of all the celebrity deaths. But yeah, a lot of people died in connection to this rigged World Series. That's the sad part about all this shit. A lot of people think that, I'm not a celebrity, it's not gonna affect me. Well, if 10 people really died at that Astroworld festival, I'm pretty sure those 10 people were just regular people, just regular fans trying to go to a concert. And a lot of people like, well, that's their fault for supporting the festival. No, that's not really the Jesuit order. They don't just target people at the festivals, people going to concerts. They target people just walking into their supermarket, right? Just think about what happened at the Top supermarket earlier this year. Right? Just regular people going to the supermarket, shopping for groceries, and a guy supposedly walks in and shoots up the supermarket. So this is why this stuff has to get exposed. A lot of people's like, well, if you don't go to the festival, nothing's gonna happen to you. That's bullshit. Because the Jesuit order, they don't care about that. They target everywhere. You know, you could be shopping for eggs and bread at the supermarket and end up part of a ritual. I'm just assuming that people are really being killed at these tragedies. Because I don't know. I'm not sure if anybody's really dying. Because I mean, it's possible they are dying. Because I know these people are not scared to kill people. We've seen that with what happened on March 11, 2020. They killed a lot of people after that date with the bug. So I know these people are not scared to kill. So I don't want to just say that all of it's a hoax, because these people are real killers. So it don't matter if you're at a concert. It don't matter if you're at a supermarket. The reason we have to keep exposing this. Yeah, you can make some money because the games are rigged. Okay, that's fun. Everybody's probably celebrating right now because they watched my video, put some money on the Astros, won some money. But you guys are missing the point. The point is 10 people died last year at the festival. Right? The point is a bunch of people died at the Top supermarket earlier this year. A bunch of people died on September 11th. A bunch of people died after March 11th, 2020. You see, that's the real problem. What's the point of having all this money in your pocket when then you're gonna go to the supermarket and spend it, and then end up getting shot by a guy under MK Ultra? So there's no point of being happy that you just won some money betting on the rigged baseball games. We have to expose these people for what they're doing. They're real terrorists. Just think about how many people died during Hurricane Harvey. A lot of people died and people lost their homes. People lost everything. They lost their life. A lot of people died. And you guys are worrying about the championship. Because that's what they want. They want people to be excited about winning their city winning the championship and not even paying attention to what really took for that team to win. Do you guys think that those fans that are celebrating today even remember what happened at the Astros? They probably don't even remember. Because I don't see any of these mainstream news sources even bringing it back up or reminding people that last year on this day, 10 people died at the festival. I don't even think I don't see ESPN talking about it. None of these mainstream media talking about it. All they're talking about is, I think Dusty Baker's going to win a championship. Dusty Baker, that's all they're talking about. Yet today's the 1 year anniversary since that event. You would assume that they would be reminding people of what happened that day. Hopefully nobody gets crushed leaving Minute Maid Stadium today. So yeah, of course, the series is gonna end 4-2, right? With the black manager winning the World Series. Again, 42 years ago, these two teams played in the NLCS, a classic game. It was actually 42 years and 24 days ago, and the series just ended 4-2 or 2-4. But yeah, it's more than just the rigging. I mean, the rigging it's fun because this community is able to take advantage of it. Because we'll see it, and then, we'll put the pieces together, but people are still losing their life. So I think that's why It's important to really expose all this shit. And I think the best way to reach people is through showing them how the sports games are rigged. So then they can slowly start to grasp the relevance of the work and why it matters to expose this stuff. It's not just about making money. People are dying. These people are satanic. They worship Satan. Just think about what they did today. This is the 666th game since Astroworld album came out. What do we know about the number 666? Travis Scott born on the same day that the Church of Satan was established. Wow. And just do a Google search for Travis Scott. He's always throwing up the devil horns. Like I don't want to hear people say, "Oh, she doesn't worship the Satan." Travis Scott is just a rapper, man. Yeah, right. Look at this guy. He's always throwing up the devil horns in almost all his photographs. Look at this. Look at this photo. Devil horns, right? What about this one? Some more devil horns, right? What about this one? Some more devil horns, right? Guys are Satanists. And people, and it don't really matter. I don't even want to say that don't support his music, because if you like his music, listen to it, whatever. Because he's not the problem. It's the people who control him. Those are the people we need to expose. Those are the people we need to go after. Travis Scott is just another puppet on strings, right? He'll probably end up just like Takeoff one day. Shot in the torso. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of numbers we can discuss. I mean, but the point of this video, it's just, we need to do something about this shit, because the next tragedy that happens is going to be synced up with the next championship game. And you don't want it to be in your city. Because now that this World Series is over, guess what? What's going to happen for the 119th World Series? What tragedy is going to happen for that World Series to take place? How many people have to die for the 119th World Series? That's the point of this video. We need to do something ASAP. Because look, let's look up the victims. Look, the Astroworld tragedy victims. I know a lot of people debate, oh, nobody really died that day, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not here to debate that because I don't know for sure. But look, all these people, even though, a lot of you say that these people don't exist, whatever, but what about if they did exist? What about if they did die? What about if these people are just innocent and got caught up in this ritual? What about that? That is a possibility. We know for a fact that they didn't die because of no accident. These people were murdered ritualistically. But we don't know if in fact they really died, or even if they are real people. We don't know that for sure. But I'm just saying, if they are real people, and all these people here that I'm looking at, right, these are all young, very young people. Look at this. It's like a little boy right here. This boy is probably not even like 15 yet. He's probably under 15. So all these people had to lose their life for the Astros to win the World Series today on the 1-year anniversary. This guy, this 28-year-old has to lose his life, supposedly. A bright star. He had his whole life ahead of him. A lot of people don't like his music, but he did have a lot of fans, so a lot of people did like his music. But this was a young kid with a family, with a mother, with a father, with a brother, uncle. And he's no longer here. And he had to die in connection to this baseball game. Maybe he chose that life. Maybe he chose that life, right? Maybe he's decided to sacrifice himself at 28. But I don't think those other 10 people did. These people here I don't think these people were under any contract. Because then that would be very hard for me to believe that. Because that means all the people that lost their homes and lives after Hurricane Harvey, were those people also sellouts? Like, I doubt. That's hard for me to believe. I don't think all the victims of all these tragedies are in on it. And of course, I need that again. That number 112, it's important for a lot of reasons, but it plays a lot with the Astros. Last year, the Astros lost the World Series on November 2nd to the Atlanta Braves, and this year they conclude the playoffs by becoming 11-2 in the postseason. But we made this prediction. The reason I didn't tell anybody about it being 131 days after Jordan Alvarez's birthday, like I said, there's people on Patreon who pay for my services, and if those people who wanted to place a bet on him, do a prop bet on him, I had to give those guys that benefit because those people are paying for my services. I did come on YouTube and gave out my pick for free because I really appreciate the people on YouTube. A lot of people on YouTube support me, even though they probably don't support the sports stuff. They did support me when I asked for their help because when I did my event back there in the Dominican Republic, and I helped out all those people. So you guys helped me. I'll do my best to help you back. Hopefully, all the people that helped me, hopefully you guys took advantage of that video and placed a bet on the Astros and was able to make some money because you guys deserve it. You guys helped me help some people who really needed it, and I made some money today off the Astros, and I'm gonna send some money to the DR, and hopefully, the person that I give the money to is responsible enough and does the same thing that I did and help those people out. Because there's a lot of people out there that they probably haven't. It's probably what is it, midnight right now? They probably haven't ate. They probably haven't eaten yet. As sick as that sounds. So let's see. I think I covered most of it. Because the Astros picked up that 117th win of the season. Oh yeah, they also picked up that I think I said that already. They picked up that 61st. Oh no, I didn't say that. So not only did they become 6-1 in the postseason at home, they also picked up their 61st home win for the season. Philadelphia equals 61. So if you guys want to call up, I think I spoke about most of this in my last video. If you guys want to call up and just speak about anything additional that I'm probably missed, the number is 646-986-0958. I'm going to put the number on the screen. Yeah, just know that for the 119th World Series, more people are going to die. So it's up to you guys at home. Those of you who continue to debate that this stuff is not going on, it's up to you whether you want to do something about it or not. We have time before the 119th World Series comes around because they are going to do another tragedy at another city before that game, that series is played between whatever two teams. And they're going to do the same thing for the 120th World Series and the 121st and the 122nd until we do something about it. So who gives a fuck if Dusty Baker won his first championship? He didn't earn it because the playoffs started 118 days after his birthday, like we called.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yo, what's going on, Arthur?
What's going on, Rich?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. I'm tired of this fucking shit, man. I'm tired of these dumb motherfuckers, man.
It's like, how many examples we got to show them, man?
I mean, I just posted this comment underneath the ESPN post talking about how it's a sick joke, how they pick up, they win in the Astro in their 666 game and how they became 4-2, like on Revelation. The Beast rules for 42 months.
For 42 months, yeah.
Yeah, and I got a pack of lemmings just talking all kinds of shit. Oh, this is the stupidest comment I've ever read. It's like,
well, those are the people who are probably going to be part of those 10 victims. They're going to be the victims for the 119th World Series.
Yeah. Well, Yeah, these dumb motherfuckers, man. This dumbass was like, "Oh, I'm a Christian, and this has to be the most dumbest comments." Like, how are you a Christian but don't know about Revelation? I mean, come on, you can't be saying you're Christian don't know about Revelation. I mean,
Yeah, the number 666. I mean, who don't know about that number and the significance of it?
exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. But these dumb motherfuckers, man, they'll never learn. I mean, on the 1 year anniversary of the Astroworld tragedy, the Astros win. I mean.
And it's something that we called in advance. It's not like it's not like we talking about it after the fact. We called it before it happened.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I even said it last night before the game was even played last night. I said why they could win and why they would win, and sure enough, they did win. It's like,
yeah, and then a Takeoff dying on the 5-year anniversary of their first World Series.
Yeah, just a mockery. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do, man? I mean, you can show these people a million examples. I saw your video the other day, or was it yesterday, on that. What's that girl that lady you were talking about was saying that gematria is bullshit? Pretty much, you saying 1 + 1.
Oh my gosh! Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah,
that's
Did you see the comments under that shit? I mean, people are just saying, "Yeah, I agree." These people saying it are just so out there. It's like,
yeah, Fetty Wap's baby mom, Masika Kalisha.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's her name. I can't think of her name, but yeah, she has a weird name. But yeah, that person, yeah, saying that gematria was bullshit. See, that's how you know they're paying attention, bro. That's how you know they're.
Yeah, because she literally she took a shot at us because she was talking about sacrifices and she brought up numbers, and this is the only community that talks about that.
Yeah, exactly. That it makes me wonder, bro. It makes me wonder. These people are not even. She probably didn't even write that, bro. It's probably her handler probably told her to write that.
Well, the thing is, she actually responded to a lot of people. Well, it doesn't. Well, you're right. It doesn't have to necessarily be her, but whoever's controlling that account was responding to people.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Because I mean, most of these celebrities. I mean, I don't know how big of a celebrity she is. I mean, she is Fetty Wap's baby mom, but these people do have people that manage their account, especially these big celebrities. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it wouldn't put it past me for somebody managing that account is pretty much tweeting that. So
I'm gonna hate to see a headline with her dead at 38. I'm gonna hate to see it.
Well, isn't she 37 right now?
She's 37. So that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't be surprised they 38 her. And just think about that, right? Her baby dad, her 17, 38, rap 17, rapper 38. It wouldn't surprise me.
That's what I'm saying.
Them taking her out 163 days after Fetty Wap's birthday, something like that. Man.
I hope that never happens, man. I really hope that doesn't happen because I'm a faint. I'm a faint.
I mean, it just prove our point, right?
Well, I think we've proven our point multiple times. I mean, this stuff. I mean, 131 days after Jordan Alvarez's birthday, he hits that big home run, the championship number.
And that's the 32nd prime in Houston's 32. Yeah.
I think. Well, did he make the game? Oh no, I thought he made the game 3-2. No, it was actually 3-1 after that. Houston's 31.
Yeah, Houston's 31. Yep. But I mean, what kind of like person says that? Oh, like who decodes like that? Oh, 11 + 1 is 12.
And then 12 donuts.
Like the police 12 and like yeah. I mean, really, nobody's decoding like that.
Well, there are people in this community who don't know what they're doing. So she probably saw one of those videos, but she's clearly making a mockery out of us, just trying to discredit what we're doing.
Right. Yeah.
Because if what we're doing doesn't matter, why are you even addressing it?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. If gematria really didn't matter, it was like really just bullshit and a conspiracy theory, if you want to say that. I mean, why would you be addressing it? And especially to like, I don't even know how many followers she has, but I'm pretty sure she has a lot of followers. So again, if it didn't matter, why would she even be responding? You know what I mean?
The same thing I always say. If it didn't matter, why we getting censored so much? Why so many channels are getting deleted? You know that takeoff video that I did. Now you have to like click 3 buttons just to see it on my video. And I have nothing on there that I do the same thing in that video that I do in every other video. But yet, for some reason, that video you have to click through censorship to approve it.
Exactly. Even your Coolio, the video you did on Coolio, which is almost like half an hour long, and like it doesn't even have that. But I mean,
Exactly. It was like for no reason, and that video was growing fast, and then now it stopped.
Numbers. It had
Yeah,
like
it just stopped at
20,000.
18,000 now. Now it doesn't grow after that. It just they found a way to slow down the video. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I mean they did it to my video. I put a video out on Takeoff's death, and it was growing, and then it just stopped at like 300 views. Like what the fuck? Like,
Yeah,
wow.
they have the power to do that. That shit is sick, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and then what I want to add on to the Takeoff thing. What are the odds he dies at age 20? And just instead, his name does equal 20, but he dies at 28 in the 28th state, Texas. I mean, come on.
And Culture, the album that they're most remembered for equals 28.
Versace 28.
Versace 28. Rockets. He died a few blocks away from the Rockets. He was born the same year that the Rockets won the championship.
Really? Wow. I didn't even know that. Wow.
Yeah, and then he died 28 years after their first rig championship.
Yeah, and they haven't won since '94, which is 28 years ago.
Exactly.
I mean, we got examples on top of examples on top of examples showing you the same thing over and over. And you got people just be like, "Oh, I think this is like the stupidest thing of ever." It's like, how? It's like, I don't know, man. And then what are the odds? I mean, taken away from the gematria part, but just saying, like, what are the odds they put out a video called Messi, and it's talking about, it's like literally predictive programming.
Yeah, and Quavo signed a contract in the video.
Yeah, and then they're playing like a dice game, and then the dice game goes wrong, and then some guy ends up getting shot, and then the next day, that's the story for Takeoff's death. Come on, man.
It's just, it's just like, these people are like, that's what makes me think that it's all fake. That none of them are really.
They don't hide it, bro. They don't hide it. They just put it out there in people's faces, and people just be like, "Oh, see, another senseless death." It's like, come on, man.
But the thing, I do think some of it be fake, but I don't think these people are scared to kill though.
No, I don't. They know what they sign up for. Like all these celebrities, they know what they sign up for. I mean,
because I'm thinking about what they did with the bug, right? A lot of people really died after the bug.
Oh, sure.
So they was really getting rid of people. So I don't want to, just
think about how sick that is, though. Just think about how fucked up that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Contriving, faking something, making something out of nothing, and
forcing people to get something that they don't really need, and then those people are dying.
I mean, I remember when CNN was pretty much saying, "Oh, people like cases are up like so many," and it was like right after the, It's like, come on, man. Really? I mean, people don't see it,
Yep.
That's what frustrates me, bro. And again, I've been, almost 3 years into this research, and it's just same old shit. People just don't get the obvious. I mean, even I still remember the Chadwick Boseman ritual. I mean, come on, man. He dies at age 42. Jackie Robinson, the makeshift Jackie Robinson Day.
You saw that LeBron? You saw that hat LeBron had on yesterday?
Yeah, the number 42 hat.
Oh, this is the guy that lost to the Pacers by 42 points.
Right. Yeah, LeBron James 42. I mean, and again, talking about Kyrie on 11/4, LeBron James 114, 42. I mean, come on.
The guy scored 17 points. We know how 42 and 59 come together, right?
Yeah, 59 to 17th prime. Yep.
But you know what's amazing? Like, it's amazing how these people are okay with putting on this hat. Because this is the same hat that Chadwick Boseman had on April 15th. Because remember, he died on Jackie Robinson Day. And on the real Jackie Robinson Day, he put out a video speaking about Jackie Robinson and then ended up dying on Jackie Robinson Day at the age of 42. But on the first video he put out on April 15th, he had that same hat on, that 40 with the 42 on it, that LeBron was wearing yesterday.
Yeah, that LA hat with the 42 on it. Yep. And I get Jackie 42. I mean, think about it. Number 42 wearing 42. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
It's sick how they do it, man. Don't forget Lakers is 42 as well. Not just LeBron James, but Lakers is 42. Again, huge number there. But yeah, I mean, it's sick. I mean, they're just putting that number right in front of people's faces, and people don't get it.
Oh, I don't know if you saw this, but somebody betted $10 million that the Astros was going to win the World Series, and that would have paid them $75 million. And we know Houston Astros is 75, like Catholic Church.
Yep.
And this was on October 21st that I posted this, and I said, look at that. They're letting us know.
Right.
Well, at least those were the. Those that understand the numbers. What? Say it again.
Did you see that post from? There it is. I see it. I see it on your Instagram account. It's the what's the name? Alvarez number 44, and they say take off, prepare for
Oh
takeoff.
my gosh! Yes, yes.
That post was from October 11th on their Instagram. They posted it October 11th. So just think about that. Takeoff dies 11/1. They post that on 10/11.
The reflection of the dates. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they posted this. This is clear for takeoff. So
Yeah,
what was October? That wasn't the playoffs didn't start yet, right? At that time.
No. Nope.
So that was before the playoffs. Look at that. So they already. That's what I'm saying, man.
I mean, do you see how planned out that shit is, man? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, 44 like shooting. Oh,
you know what's
man.
interesting? It says 10 million. You know, when you write out the word 10, it equals 42.
And then remember that there was 10 people that died at that festival.
Right. Yeah, 10. Yeah, 10. Supposedly, right?
Yep.
What do you think? Do you think anybody really died at that event? I mean,
I don't know, because like I was saying, these people are not scared to kill, man.
Right. Yeah. You're right. You're right. I mean, people just think, oh, it doesn't affect me. It's like, yeah, it does affect you. People think, oh, it's just a celebrity.
Even if nobody's dying, just think about the aftermath though, because they'll usually put out some laws to enslave us even more. Right after Eric Garner supposedly died, every cop was walking around with a camera on their body.
Again, more police state.
Yeah.
More technology. More.
So it's affecting us somehow. Even if nobody's dying, it's affecting us.
Again, these are planned things for real world consequences. Just like the whole thing in Russia, Ukraine. Again, fake as fuck, but it has real world consequences for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just things going higher. Just again, these things are all planned out, man. And it's not an accident why they blame Biden for inflation when in gematria inflation equals 46. These number 46. It's a joke, man. Did you see the rapper or whatever? He ended up dying today at age 34. Aaron Carter.
Yeah, I skimmed through it. I didn't really look too deep into it.
Well, he died on a date with 38 numerology today. Today has 38 date numerology. So just think about it. A rapper dead at age 34 on a date with 38 numerology. How many times have we talked about those two numbers with rappers, right? Rappers.
Actually, I did. I wrote a blog post. I just remembered. Yeah,
Right.
Poison is also 34.
You said what?
Poison is 34 as well.
Poison?
Yeah.
Yeah, Poison is, it is 34, yeah. It's also 88 like rapper. Just think about that.
Good point.
Yeah.
So what are they saying happened to him? Because I didn't really I just heard that he drowned somewhere, but they found him in a bathtub.
They're saying they found him all I'm seeing is they found him in a bathtub. And again, think about that. Whitney Houston Astros.
Okay. Yeah, there's probably there's probably something deeper with this.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I haven't looked at it, but I just noticed that bathtub has a gematria 115, just like he dies today on 11/5. But
oh wow,
his most known song is Aaron's Party, Come Get It, and that has a gematria 115, just like how he dies today on 11/5.
Yeah, I documented that he died 84 days before his brother's birthday. Nick Carter, Jesuit Orders 84.
Yeah, Jesuit 84. You know what's also interesting? Since he died 84 days before, or was it after his brother's birthday?
Before his birthday.
Yeah, okay, so it was before his birthday. He was found in the 42,000 block of Vista, was it Valley Vista Drive? So just think about that. Jesuits 84 and 42.
Well, he died on the day leaving 56 days in a year, so.
Yeah, Society of Jesus 56. Yeah, there's probably more to it than I'm not even looking at, but I mean.
Oh, you know what? His name equals Houston Astros. I just remembered. His name is 50. His name is 51 and 75. Yeah.
Yeah, well, just think about that, right? He dies the same day that Houston Astros
win the World Series. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a mockery, man. It's a mockery what these people do, and people don't get it, man. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna take, and people think this shit is a joke, but Like I was saying earlier, the 119th World Series is gonna come around, and more people are gonna die. So.
Right. I mean, will there even be a 119 World Series? I mean, with the way this shit's going, I mean, you know.
Because we had that big event in Times Square with the gematria community, and a lot of people didn't show up. A lot of people from New York didn't show up. I'm like, man.
Right. Yeah, more people should, especially if you're out there in New York. I mean, really, it's just right there. I mean, I don't see why nobody in New York showed up. I mean, you would think more people would. I mean, especially for 9/11. So.
Oh yeah, today is also remember the 5th of November, the Guy Fawkes Day.
Yeah, the big Jesuit Day.
Yep. It's just man. It's the same ongoing pattern, man. Shit that Zach been talking about for 10 years. 10 years he be talking about the same thing. That's how I was able to really learn and understand this shit.
Same patterns, same shit we've been talking about for. I've been talking about it for barely 3 years, but I mean, Zach's been talking about it for like over 10 years now. A lot of other people. I mean, just it's a joke. I think today's also 42 days before the Pope's birthday as well. Just think about that. The Houston Astros 4-2, Jesuit 42.
Yeah, 42 years after they played that big NLCS game.
Yeah, just
the black manager wins it 4-2 over the Phillies.
On the Phillies, yep. But yeah. I mean, people need to wake up. It just there's so many examples out there. I mean, it's beyond laughable at this point. So, oh yeah, did you see they won 4-1 again? 41 equals 118. It's 118 World Series.
You know, there was something else that had 118 connection. I don't remember what it was. Oh man, I should have wrote it down. There was one another something I saw. They was talking about it during the game. That I was like, look at that, it equals 118. They're talking about that. I forgot what it was.
Well, yeah, that's usually how they do it, right? I mean, they talk about certain narratives, and again, it's all coded out. I mean,
yeah.
It's just like last year. Did you cover the Bob Saget death? I mean, that was synced up with the 49er game. I mean, that was just so mockery. But yeah, I mean, it just reminds me of that. You know, Bob Saget dying, and then the Niners winning. It's like, come on, man. And didn't he play like wasn't he a big Niner fan in some TV show? I can't remember the name of the show. I can't remember right now, but it's something like that.
Let's see.
I think the name of his character equals 49. I think. Right, let me look at that. Hold on.
It's just funny how they had the Phillies become 45 and 45 away, when Phillies is 45 forwards and backwards.
Yep, forwards and backwards. How they do it. Yep, forwards and backwards. But yeah. And Ritual's 45. Don't forget, Ritual. That's a big Ritual number, right? Ritual 45. But yeah, I mean,
now that I'm thinking about it, this is being synced up with the planets, right? Saturn equals 511. They win on 511.
They could be written 511. Yep.
And Saturday is also 28. Going back to that 28 with takeoff.
Yep. The age 28 in the 28th state. Texas is a 28th state. Yep. Saturday, Saturn. Yeah, I'm just gonna call in and say that, man. But did you hear about the lunar eclipse that's gonna be on? I think it's gonna be on the 18th or the 18th, on the 8th.
Well, it'll probably be synced up with this game.
Isn't the election on that day, November 8th? The election.
Yes, it is. Oh, look at that. Yep.
Yeah. What's interesting is that'll be 147 days after Donald Trump's birthday. So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
And just think about Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis. All the parallels with them guys. They might do something with Ron DeSantis that day. Who knows? But yeah, I'll let you go, Arthur. I'll let other people get on because I know other people want to get on here. But it's good talking to you, man. And
great work, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Have a good night, man.
You too, man. Yeah, that was King Richard TV. Follow him on YouTube. King Richard TV, one word. Yeah, I think we spoke about most of the numerical ritual synchronicities that we always discuss with these two teams. Oh man. Yep. We'll get one more call, then I think we could close it out. Hello?
Yo, what's up, Arthur?
What's going on?
Yo, I just wanted to say good work, another easy decode, blatant mockery. But I just called in for anyone who's like doubting this stuff or, they think it's fake or they think it's, BS. I just want to let people know, like, nothing here is an opinion. The only thing we do is show the facts that they give us, the numbers they give us, the dates, which nothing here could be made up. Like, everything here is a fact. And I don't know how people, like, deny what they see. Because the only thing we're doing is showing them what they're giving us. So I don't know, like, what else to tell these people who don't,
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to say. I don't understand why people even call this conspiracy theory. I don't understand where's the conspiracy theory at. Everything is fact.
Yeah, because, like, it's like everything that we're providing, nothing is from us. Like, we're just showing them what the media is giving us. Like, and then this.
Yeah, they're the ones scheduling the games on November 6th, on November 5th. Mm-hmm. They're the ones, showing us that, this team could become 4-2, and then bringing up facts like, oh, they played each other 42 years ago. They're the ones telling us all this. If you really pay attention, if you read the articles and listen to the ESPN networks and stuff, they're the ones that bring up all of these facts from past history. Like, oh, these two teams played each other back in 1980, and I'm like, we would have never even noticed that unless they would have told us.
Yep. And another big thing that I want to touch on is like the fact that today is the anniversary of the Astroworld event, and like you didn't hear that. No one mentioned that. Nobody. And then the fact that Houston Astros win. And the city of Houston is celebrating on the anniversary of that tragedy.
Yes.
So you could tell it's an energy exchange right there.
Yeah. I was just saying that. Last year they was devastated. This year they're celebrating.
Yeah, but that's all I want to say for like the naysayers. Like the main point is that nothing that we're saying is an opinion. This is all facts. You could research it by yourself. Like look at it for yourself. Like you don't have to listen to us. Go look at it for yourself.
Exactly.
Everything matches up.
Exactly.
All right, take care, brother.
All right, thanks. Hello?
Hey, Arthur?
Yes, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Boy Got Swag, man. I'll be hitting you on Instagram, man. What's good with you?
Everything good, man. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, man. It's another World Series in the bag, man. It's just crazy, man. Like all the rituals that they were showing on the screen, I'm just like sending it to you. I'm like, man, I just can't believe like how people don't be seeing this shit, man. Like it's just right in your face. It's like they be choosing not to see it. You know what I mean? Like it's just frustrating. Like the other caller said earlier, like it's like you could tell them a million times, like, yo, look at this. It's the 42 I just showed you, and they just act like they don't see it.
Yeah, I don't know if you say you follow me on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that when Jordan Alvarez was batting, I pretty much predicted that he was gonna hit that home run. I mean,
yeah.
How is that even possible? Like, I don't understand how. Like, what do we need to know? What do we need to do to convince people that this stuff is what we are saying it is? That it's scripted. That this stuff is rehearsed. That it's connected to all the tragedies that's going on. What do we need to do to convince people? Because I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the only way that, like, they actually care about it is, like, if you, like, make them money. You know what I mean? Like, if we ain't making them money, like you said.
Well, how much money have I made people? I've made people. I mean, just today, I gave out this pic for free.
Yeah.
That like almost 1,200 people saw that video that I did. I'm pretty sure out of those 1,200 people, a lot of people put a lot of money on that game. Yeah, so you got 1.2 thousand views. It's a lot of people. So I'm making people money, but people are still, saying, "Oh, that's just a coincidence. Oh, you just got lucky."
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
It's crazy because it's just like, man, like everything. Like today, like I hit a exact score in this game. I picked the score to be 4-1, and you see how it ended.
What made you say that? I had a feeling they was gonna score 4 runs because they got to 22 runs in the series on a 22-day numerology. But I thought the Phillies was gonna score 3 though. What made you pick 4-1?
So the reason I picked 4-1 was a couple of reasons. So remember when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, they won 41-33 in the Kobe Bryant ritual.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they won it before he died, they still won with his age. So I'm like, they could lose the series 2-4, like Kobe 24. Cause I looked at it from the other side. Like they lose it 2-4 and they lose 4-1, like the Kobe. You know what I mean? 24-41. That was the first thing that kind of drew me in. But the thing that topped it off for me was I went up and because the playoffs started on October 7th of this year, 2022.
118 days after Dusty Baker's birthday.
Right, exactly. But I added up every score in every playoff game, like the total amount of runs from each game in the playoffs up in coming into this game. So the amount was 288. So I said if they score 5, it'll be 293, the 62nd prime, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh shit, nice call. Man.
So yeah, if you go back and add up the total runs scored by every team in the playoffs, it's 293. And what better number? We talked about Astroworld, sacrifice.
Yeah.
So I said it's gotta be 5 runs. So I said 4-1. And then the other thing was I looked up on StatMuse. I looked up how many runs each team scored in the World Series. So you can look up. So you can type in how many runs have the Phillies scored in the World Series. Coming into this game, well, I've been tracking it the whole series, but coming into this game, they were on 155. So I knew if they only scored one of 156, which 9-11. 156 prime. I seen some 9/11.
Wow, yeah, yeah. You went deep. You did some deep diving.
Yeah, I was going. Yeah, because that score that I hit, I'll DM you my ticket from FanDuel now. It was plus 3,400 odds.
What? You nailed that?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Crazy, that's crazy. Yeah, send me right now so I can show the people, man. Yeah, this is the power of this knowledge, man. Look at that.
Yeah,
people are predicting the actual score of the game.
Yeah, you should have it. You should have it right now. But yeah, so I'm like,
yeah. Oh my gosh, $10 turned into $350.
Yeah, man. It's
like this is what I'm saying, man. Look at this ticket. Oh man, yo, shout out to you, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, but it's all thanks to you, Zach, everybody in the community, man. Just like you said, like just exposing the 40. Like I don't know how many videos you made, but 42, and that's the reason why. Because I'm gonna show you my other ticket too.
Oh yeah, we was talking earlier. You showed me that video. Actually, I'm gonna play your video. You sent me a video of you also called that home run by Jordan Alvarez.
Yeah, so the thing about that, but I told you that was the first time I ever put anything like that together. I remember
54 years in the game. Look at that. Oh my God, they're talking about Dusty Baker, right? 54 years in the Jesuit order, 54.
And I mean, they got he's like, what is he wearing these black gloves for? Like, he looks like the officer that put the knee on George Floyd. He has black gloves on too. Like, I don't understand what.
Well, that's probably Masonry symbolism. That reminds me of O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, exactly. So he was wearing those. But the thing too was like, I like the series to go 4-2 as well because like they was in their 60th anniversary season. I'm like 42 and 60. You told me that goes together. I remember you made a video like last year, 2 years ago, that had a 42 and 60. I'm like, man, anytime I see that come together, I'm betting. Like, I don't care. 42-60 is crazy.
Yeah, the N word is 42 and 60.
Yeah.
Like it took Kobe Bryant 42 minutes to score 60 points in his last game.
Yeah, and you scored how many points that game? 60, right?
Yeah, he scored 60 in 42 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a man who's that old. How is he scoring that many points in a game? So I'm like, it doesn't even make any sense. I don't know how people don't see how rigged it is. Like 60 points for that man. He was coming off like a Achilles injury. Like I know 28-year-olds ain't even come back from that like that.
Yeah.
I mean, to score 60 on young 23-year-olds running up and down the court, like. I don't understand
60 points is like it's rare. Period. Like even the best player in the NBA right now can't score 60 at will.
Right.
Yeah, people don't understand it. People don't understand how orchestrated stuff is. But I'm looking at this ticket, man. This is amazing odds, man. plus
Yeah, it's just,
3,400. Wow.
yeah, and that's just all, like you said, just based off knowledge, man. And they have those bets every game. So, like, this is just like little side bets that people need to actually try to keep looking into because, man, like, it's there every game. You can pick the correct score. Like, I'll be trying to nail it for football, too. I haven't done it yet. I came close.
There's a lot of actual games that end 5-1.
Yeah.
If you look at the playoffs, how many games it's either been 5-1 or he's been 5-1 at some point in the game. Because Houston Astros is 51, but this game they ended at 4-1, which is just one run off. But this is crazy. This is a great call, man. And it was all because of your research.
Yeah.
This was not guessing.
But that's the thing that people don't. That's why I get mad when people, talking shit to you sometimes. Like, if you don't win every single game, like, they don't know how much time, like, that we actually put in researching and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't researching and give, people a loser, a winner. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be at work telling my buddies, and they'd be like, "Oh man, you bugging," you know what I mean? This and that. And I'm like the video I made earlier that I sent you. Yeah. I recorded that just for my dead homie. Like, I mean, he ain't actually dead, but he's a walking dead. He's
pretty much done. You're right.
Yeah, he's pretty much done. Like, I recorded that because just before this game, he was like, I was telling him about the numbers and stuff like that. And I was like, "Yo, bet this." And he was like, "Nah, you don't understand." I'm like, "Man, everything, all these are sacrifices." So he don't get it. He's arguing back and forth. So he's like, "Well, so if you know so much, like, well, who's gonna die next?" And I'm like, "Bro, you just don't get it."
Yeah, they always try to hit us with that.
But it's like, why are you asking? Like, what does that relevance do? Like, why would I know who's gonna die next? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm not part of the elite, the cabal. Like,
yeah.
Like, he's asking me,
and that don't even make no sense because that's like if I'm trying to point to people out. Like, look, there's a serial killer living next door. He's killing all these people. And you're like, no, he's not a serial killer. Or if he is a serial killer, who he's going to kill next? How am I supposed to know who's going to kill next? I'm just showing you how he killed all these other people that's dead. That doesn't matter? No, you want me to guess who he's going to kill next. But you're going to disregard all the 12 people that he killed already? Shit don't make no sense, man. Those are just bad arguments from people. Like,
it's just terrible. I literally asked, I wish I could say something. I'd be like, "Yo, why are you fighting against me on this?" Like, I've showed you so many times, like, how this... Like, I literally, like you always say, like, for people who don't know, like the Kobe example is like, like an easy one for them to get, right? But then you just break it down and be like, well, how come, when this person won a championship, like, Kobe won, and then, the Lakers won, the Dodgers won, the Rams won, you know what I mean? And you like, these people died, like Elgin Baylor died, and then the Baylor men's basketball team wins the championship. I mean, it's just like...
Exactly. Yeah, like, Elgin Baylor passed away, and then the Baylor Bears won the rigged national championship.
Yeah. And then I told him about the Hank Aaron, and then his team, the Braves, won with the big 44 in the field. It's just like, what don't you see about this? Like, I don't understand. Like,
yeah, Hank Aaron passes away last year. The Braves win the World Series.
Yeah.
This year, the Astros win on the anniversary of Astroworld tragedy. What? That shit is like, what are the odds?
Like, what is that? It's like, I tell them, I say, yo, every championship, because even on the day, like I said, before the NFL season, I literally told my boy, I was like, yo, watch. I said, the day before the NFL season, I said, literally like the day before that week, I said, something big's going to happen. What happened? Queen Elizabeth died on the opener. Like, come on, son.
and the Super Bowl was synced up with the Queen.
Yeah. Like, she died on the opener. I didn't say it was going to be, I said, there's going to be somebody big is going to die on this week. Watch. And it's like clockwork. They just don't understand. I'm like, bro, every year, like, 'cause I remember you made it was like 8 people that one year. Like,
yeah.
Tom Brady, and it was like, because like, remember when the Bucks won against the Chiefs, when they killed the Chiefs? I think that's when I said sometimes the rituals happen after the fact too, because remember the Bucks wide receiver was found dead in a hotel room in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and remember this guy Bill Russell died right after the Celtics lost the championship.
Exactly.
Yeah, so sometimes you're right. The rituals happen after. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And that Celtics thing, they just don't get it. They're like, well, why would Curry win because of Russell?
Well, it's because of the Warriors were synced up with Ukraine.
They don't get it, man. They don't get it. And just like Brittany Griner, she's still over there or whatever. I guarantee you, like, maybe her team or something's going to happen with that. Like, she's a sacrifice for somebody. Like, we just don't know it yet. But
yeah.
I guarantee you, either her team and the WNBA is going to be winning soon, or something is going to be a
I,
sacrifice.
I know one thing for sure. The 119th World Series, we're gonna see something big for that, because they love that number 119, man.
Yeah, yeah, that
So something
119 is
big is gonna
crazy.
happen for that World Series.
It is, and like I said, don't rule out Philadelphia being back in it, because Philadelphia Phillies equals 119 with the exception for S. If you use the rule for S,
Mm.
and if you type in Bryce Harper in the first, he equals 119. And then remember, I just told you they just ended. They have 156 runs in the World Series now, going into the 119th season. So it's just. I just know that the National League, they're on 50. They got stuck on 51 championships. I'm like, dang, like they get 50. If the Phillies, let's just say they did win, they get the 52nd next year for the National League, and that's a big number with them. They was in Super Bowl 52, and they always be saying like the United States flag was made in Philadelphia, 239 Arch Street, and that's the 52nd prime. So, you never know, man, with these dudes, but I think they'll be there. I mean, they got the red, white, and blue uniforms. I mean, we gotta look at these New York teams, Philly, all the 119 connections, man, for real.
Yeah, and I'm just now that I'm thinking about it, because Rich, the caller that just called, he asked me, do you think those people in Astroworld really died? But I'm pretty sure. I don't know, because I don't know for sure if those people died. But like, remember what happened to Hurricane Harvey? I'm pretty sure people died during that event.
Yeah, absolutely.
And or at least got injured, or I mean, they definitely lost all their property.
Yeah, I mean, we see the videos, but like you said, I mean, we can't. I mean, I can't even trust nothing that they post. That's what I be telling my boys. Like, I don't trust nothing, no videos they post. I mean, unless it's physically there. Like, what was the last hurricane that just came through Florida? Like, not too long ago. It was like a couple
Yeah,
of months
it was
ago.
synced up. Wasn't it synced up with the Lightning winning the Stanley Cup?
Yeah, but I'm talking about it was doing just like last month, like in Florida. Like
Oh yeah, you're talking about Hurricane. It was synced up with the movie Fiona, or something like that, right?
Something like that. But
It was actually Hurricane Elsa that was synced up with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Elsa was.
Yeah, they name it after these films, right?
Yeah. So like my boy, he lives in Tampa, and when that hurricane was just coming through, the one the other day, he was like, "Yeah, man, we good. Just a little wind, a little rain." And then it's funny because the Tampa Bay Bucks, they had a home game literally that same week. I'm like, how is all these people? How they had a sold out crowd, but they supposedly had a hurricane just come through there? Like, y'all worried about going to a rigged football game and if y'all really flooded, how all y'all get into the game? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it doesn't make no sense.
Somebody's saying it was Hurricane Ian.
Ian, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Ian.
But wasn't Hurricane Fiona? When was Hurricane Fiona? That was this year too, right?
I mean, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I could have sworn Fiona just. That was this year. Yeah, it was this year. It was on September 28, 2022. So it was probably one after that. It formed on the 14th.
Yeah, that was the Fiona one. That was the one that hit Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay, it was Puerto Rico, not Florida. Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
still,
all these hurricanes are
like,
manipulated.
They didn't report no like a lot of deaths with that. They just reported, just like you said, like injuries, people getting injured, and like you said, the numbers that they always state is always some BS. Like, always fitting the script for the numerology that day, or something that happened in the news. Like it's just always the same thing.
Because I remember that the Tampa Bay Lightning, they picked up their 52nd win of the season the same day that the hurricane was going through Florida, and I think it's hurricane and flood is 52.
Yeah,
it's just sick, because I'm like, people are losing everything just for these rigged championships, like, and people don't see a problem with that. It's just like, what the hell? I don't get it, man.
Yeah, it's just they don't even see, like, but they don't understand, like, the people like that's at a high level. It's like they be taking, like, they getting paid to, like, not even play in games. Like, you see how many people in the NBA that don't even be playing, but they getting paid like multi-million-dollars and they never playing in the game. Like, like it's crazy. And like the quarterbacks that just just tank every week in the NFL. Like, I mean, look at Alabama today. They just took on Nick Saban. Everything had laid out. Tennessee lost today. Clemson lost today, and then Alabama lose, and they had a walk in. But you know that championship was. Remember when LSU won the football championship a few
It
years
was
ago?
connected to that rapper. I wrote about him in my book. Oh man, what was that guy's name? I forgot his name. But there was a rapper
You
from
talking
New
about the
Orleans
LSU
that
one?
passed away. Let me
Yeah.
see. He was 42 years
Like,
old.
oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, 42. Yep,
New
I remember
Orleans.
that one.
And I think that they won the championship with 42 points.
Yeah, and remember the LSU, the assistant coach, his daughter died in a helicopter crash on the
Fifth
way
Ward
to the game.
Weeby. Say it again. I'm sorry.
I said the LSU assistant coach,
Yeah.
his daughter died in a helicopter crash on the way to the game.
Oh wow.
Like, it's just like I tell my friend, I'm like, yo, before every championship, like this happens. Like how do you know like the likelihood of that for your daughter to die in a helicopter crash?
Well, just think about it. The Lakers win on father-daughter day after Kobe and his daughter dies. Out of every day, and on the day leaving 81 days left in the year, the guy who scored 81 points. But that rapper that died in New Orleans, his name was Fifth Ward Weeby. He died at 42, and the LSU Tigers won the championship with 42 points.
Man, they love these 42 rituals, man.
Especially with black people.
I mean, it's like when you said like that video. So when LeBron wore that hat, that was yesterday.
That was yesterday at the post game.
So it's just like he's telling you like a day ahead, like yo, Astros winning tomorrow. Like he's part of it. Like like it's crazy, man.
Yes.
Like why would he wear a big ass blue 42 hat?
I really think he got that personally made. I think that's a one of one because I've never seen that hat before. He went and got that hat made just for that, for just to wear it. Oh my god, it's the big 42 on his face, on his head. Oh man, because he could have just wore Dodgers hat. Why did he have to wear the number?
Yeah, and it's just like if you're a reporter, you're failing to do your job if you don't ask them about the hat. Like I'll be like, yo, LeBron, why you got this big 42 in your hat? Like if you was a reporter, wouldn't you ask them that?
Yeah, I'll say, LeBron, isn't it funny that you lost to the Pacers by 42 points, got the worst act at the 42nd Raspberry Awards, and it just happens to be wearing that hat with the 42? What's up with that number? Do you like that number? What's special about it? I will definitely ask him all that. Hell yeah. They got born on 12/30. Yep. All right, brother. Let me get somebody else in here before we record it tonight. All right, brother. You too. Yeah, LeBron is such a puppet, man. It's just, I remember he took a photograph with Bill Clinton and said, "Yeah, I'm here with Bill Clinton, the first black president." Of course, Bill Clinton was number 42. So if you want to learn everything about the rigged baseball game today, why the Astros really won the World Series today, just watch it from the beginning. Watch like the first 30 minutes. We spoke about all the sick part about this ritual coming on the 1 year anniversary of the Astroworld Festival. So I think this is Rich. Hello? Yes?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, you saw how the Astros took the lead in the sixth inning.
Yes, to go along with the 666 ritual, right?
Yeah, and did you notice that they did it? They took the lead off of Alvarez's 42nd, or his first home run in 42 at bats.
What? How did you learn that?
They put that number on the screen.
Oh my gosh, they put it on the screen.
It was his first home run in 42 at bats.
They don't care. They don't care. They really don't care.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Damn. It took him 42 at bats to hit that home run, huh? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I remember last year. I don't know. What was it last year? I think it was last. Actually, what was it? I don't know. I forgot when it was, but it was one of those years that the Astros was in the playoffs and he went 4 for 4. The guy with the number 4. Actually, it was last year, yeah, because it was synced up with Hank Aaron. He went 4 for 4, number 44. Then paid tribute to Hank Aaron, who wore the number 44.
Yeah, and just like the shit that the announcers say, like at the very beginning of the game, they're talking about Dusty Baker and A-Rod saying how he needs to overcome some Game 6 demons.
Yeah, these people are like they have a sick sense of humor.
Yeah.
Because it's really sick if you really think about it. Like because when I wasn't aware of all this, I used to look at these games and listen to these sportscasters and like I used to ask myself like, why are they laughing? Like that wasn't even funny. But now that I know what they're laughing about, it's even sick.
They really do chuckle about some secret shit.
Yeah, because they used to say corny shit. I'm like, that wasn't even funny. Why all of them is laughing? But now I understand.
Yeah.
There's a deeper meaning with all the shit that they say.
Yep. But all right.
All right, man. Have a good night, man. Thank you for the call, man. Yeah, I think we can end it there, man. Yeah, these sportscasters are something else, man. These people have a sick sense of humor, man. So shout out to all the people who won today. If you guys want sports information, I'll always leave a link in the comment section. If you want some money on YouTube, because I put out this pick for free and you want to support me, the Cash App is $ Simple Truth TV. Send anything because I gave you guys a free pick. I'm pretty sure a lot of you made a lot of money today because the Astros, they weren't even that high of a favorite. And they were down during the game. So if you caught them when they was down by 1, you made even more money. So, don't keep all the money for yourself. Share the wealth. But good night, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Football's tomorrow. I have a couple of picks up there already. Hopefully you guys I appreciate that, Claude. You don't have to. Claude is always the only one to show me some support. But yeah. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hopefully you guys win tomorrow on Patreon with the picks that I have for the NFL. And yeah. Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.